Hello everybody, I am currently in Croatia. As you can see, the ocean is in the background, and what I want to talk about is the GoPro 11 with the underwater case, this direction, and the PolarPro Filter Set, which you might need for underwater shots. So let's talk about it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the GoPro Hero 11 a good underwater camera? The GoPro Hero 11 or 10 is a small camera, so it fits in every pocket, which is a good thing. You don't have to wear heavy equipment with you, and so you have more flexibility while diving, scuba diving, or while you're snorkeling. But there's a big difference between shooting photos and making videos with the GoPro. When it comes to shooting photos, from my point of view, the GoPro is not the best choice, because it doesn't deliver the best photo quality. The light situation underwater is not the best, especially while scuba diving. In a depth of 12 to 15 meters, a lot of light is already gone, so this affects the photo quality massively. I tried it several times in different lighting situations and with different objects, but the result was always lacking. Shooting videos with the GoPro works pretty well, especially when you make videos of objects in the distance. Which GoPro settings are the best for underwater shots? Starting with the resolution and frame rate, it is recommended to film with the highest resolution, 4K or 5.3K and 60 FPS, providing smoother videos and the opportunity to slow down footage in post. The frame rate, which is the number of pictures taken in a second in common movies, is around 30 FPS. You will get smooth videos with this speed, but you won't be able to slow your footage down when you edit in post, because footage shot at 30 FPS and slowed down will appear shuddery. Hypersmooth is GoPro's software stabilization tool, which is excellent especially while scuba diving or snorkeling, when you do not have the opportunity to get a stable stand or hold due to currents or waves. With the Hypersmooth option on GoPro, you can get stable footage without having a gimbal. The recommended settings for Hypersmooth is Auto Boost. The last point are the Protune settings, starting with the bitrate. I shoot with 10-bit. The footage is bigger, but the results are better. You can choose between 8 and 10-bit. 10-bit footage deliver more color depth, and you have more flexibility if you want to edit your footage in post, especially when it comes to color correction and color grading. That point is important if you shoot on a higher resolution, like 4K or 5.3K. In the color section, shoot in a flat color profile if you plan to edit your videos in post. If you want to use your videos directly after shooting, you can choose between the color and vibrant options. The color option captures videos with a true to life color profile, while the vibrant option delivers more saturated images. I like to give my videos a personal touch, so I always shoot on a flat profile. What standard equipment is necessary for shooting underwater? I bought myself the GoPro Hero 11 Black with the accessory bundle. This bundle contains the GoPro camera itself, a carrying case, 2 batteries, a floating hand grip and a head strap plus clips. Additionally, I have the GoPro underwater case and the PolarPro DiveMaster Filter Kit, which fits for the GoPro Hero 9, 10 and 11 underwater cases. This set consists of 3 different filter types. A red filter for scuba diving in deeper water, a snorkel filter for snorkel trips in shallow water, and a magenta filter for greenish looking water. With these tools, we have a good basis for shooting underwater. Why is a filter necessary on underwater shots? A red or magenta filter can be helpful to get better color quality. Sunlight contains a wide spectrum of different colors. But the visible light spectrum exists of 3 colors: red, green and blue. When the light hits the water surface, a part of the light is being reflected back to the atmosphere, while the rest enters the water. Red is the color with the longest waves, and those waves are being absorbed and scattered by the water that acts like a filter. This filter absorbs longer wavelengths of light more strongly than shorter wavelengths, and so the red color is the first that disappears. At a specific depth that varies due to different water types, temperature, visibility underwater, cloudy or sunny weather, photos and videos look very greenish or have too many blue tones in it, and that's why we need the red filter to add the missing red color to our images. With the following 5 steps, you will get the best cinematic footage with that GoPro setup. 1. Keep the camera steady as good as possible while filming. 2nd, avoid getting too close to objects, like stones or corals. 3. Consider your recordings on the GoPro screen. Although the screen is small, you can get an idea of how your videos will look like, especially the exposure or colors. 4. Film more than just one type of scene to make your footage more diverse and interesting for the viewer. And 5. Use the red filter when you dive at a deeper level to compensate the missing color. Oh, before I forgot to tell you, there's one more setting options in the GoPro Heroes, which is the lens mode. You have the option to shoot in linear, wide, hyperview, superview and hyperview. Using the superview and hyperview gives you the typical GoPro touch to your footage, which means you have a really wide angle, but the problem is that you can get some not so good looking distortions on the edges of your images, which can be distracting sometimes. Because of that, I personally like to shoot in the wide mode, which I think is enough when it comes to underwater shots. But just try the different modes and find out which mode fits best to you. I would be interested what you think is the best option when it comes to underwater shots. So just feel free to let me know it in the comments. So my conclusion is that the GoPro Hero 10 and 11 are not high-end cameras with big sensors and huge lenses which are able to capture a lot of light. But this setup can give you the possibility to make great cinematic footage without having expensive and heavy equipment. I hope that this was helpful. Have fun while shooting. See you next time. Bye bye.